like he's right here in the room, all the way in the Netherlands. So we got people that are giving a lot of great feedback. Are y'all enjoying the training today?
Yeah.
If I could get a juice again, that'd be great. You know, this is key information, detailed information, specific, unconscious competence is the goal. Y'all remember? And what does unconscious competence mean? You know without even thinking about it, you know. Now, Harvard Business School did a study on the growth of network marketing companies. And they broke it down, kind of goes like this. So first year, the first year of a company is called the formulation stage. Then it went to the second year. It's called the concentration stage. And then they said the third year is when you usually can get momentum. And then they said starting, if you can get through the fourth year, I should say, after the fourth year, you can hit what's called, this is what I like, explosive what?
Growth.
Explosive growth, which lasts between 5 to 20 years. Explosive growth lasts between 5 to 20 years. Now pay attention. Pay what?
Attention.
Pay attention. Here we go. So Rain International's first full year. Does anybody know the first full year?
About 4 years ago.
The first full year, 2012. So the company incorporated November 11th, 2011. So they just finished out that year, but the first full year is when? So that was considered the what year? All right, now this part right here is all the charts. Sorry, put here. This is hard. It's what? Hard. Most people cannot make it through formulation. Can't make it. Thousands of companies get started every year in network marketing, and they get crushed in their formulation phase. Get crushed. But Rain, during this hard time, did, you might know, $10 million in business through the hard time. So now formulations, when you're trying to form everything. So not only was Rain International trying to form everything, they were trying to overcome all the spears of what had happened before Rain International. So there's a lot of potholes, a lot of surprises that the company had no idea about because Byron, Casey, and team took over the old company, Rain Nutrition, and with all of its headaches. And even though they did that, they still did how much? 10 million. And then all of a sudden you go to concentration. So now you formulated yourself, but now you got to really concentrate to keep the thing going. So now, okay, concentrate. Okay, what do we need to do? How do we need to do it? How do we solidify? How do we get all of our lanes down around the world? How do we get our shipping lanes locked in? How do we get our packaging dialed in to make sure? Because I heard stories about this time where seeds were busted out the pouches, right, buddy? Huh?
And we're trying to take the sodium benzoate out.
Right, trying to take out some of the bad stuff and all that stuff, right? Now concentrating to try to figure out, okay, can we solidify this? Okay, so during the concentration period, guess what still is happening? Hard. It's still hard. Why? Because now you've done it, but now you gotta maintain it. Can you keep it going? And in maintaining, even though it was hard, the company did what? 20 million. Is that a jump? Everybody say double. All right, so the company doubled. Right? Now, if you can make it through this, Harvard Business School says hardly any companies can make it through this. You then go through this. So this year is 2013, right? 2000 what? 14. 2000 what? What did we just finish? 2015. They said now when you go through momentum, most people think well momentum will be okay, it's awesome now. Momentum's not awesome yet. It's still what? Hard. Why is it still hard? Because how can you keep up with it now? Right? Now we figured out how to do this thing. Do people like it? Yes. How much sales happen here? 30 million happen there. Right? And people think that this is great. It is great. But it poses a whole new set of problems. Right, Byron? Problems like what, Byron? Let's go right to the expert.
Growing pains.
Growing pains like crazy. How many of you had children? Any of you have any children that just took off and grew? Right? And like you just bought some clothes? How many of you just bought some clothes? You only wear that one time. Who's that anymore, right? That's growing pains, right? You got now your kids going through momentum. They're really growing. So that causes you to have to what? So the company's growing, they're in momentum, but the company's having to do what? True or false, Byron?
True.
Have to spend more money. Now you created a beast. And what does the beast want to do?
Eat.
The beast wants to eat. The beast is hungry. And in the beast being hungry, all of a sudden we went through, now you're prepped for this. What's that called? Explosive growth. So during a period here, the company does over 40 million. Is it talking to us?
Yeah.
Right? So now it starts to get easier. Now, the top money earners typically join around this time. Most people think the top money earners are here. Well, see, a lot of people that had to go through here, and had to go through here, and had to go through here, end up getting tired. True or false?
True.
Right?
True.
They get tired. They're like, why are they tired? Because it was what?
Hard.
It was hard to get this sucker off the ground. When you think about a spaceship, have you ever seen a spaceship launch on TV, right? When you watch that thing, like the shuttle takes off, right? This is amazing. 85% of the fuel is used just in the liftoff. Just to get that thing off the ground, 85%. The rest of the mission is ran easier on the 15%. So right now, we are poised to run on that 15% because we have got the ship off the ground. We are now going into orbit. Would anybody like to take the space trip with us?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you ready to explode?
Yes.
Well, how we explode is we can't be what?
Tired.
I'm telling you, and some of the folks that are listening to me right now going, Jay talking about me. I'm worn out. I got ran off the ground. And guess what? They'll make some good money. But most, everybody say most,
Most.
of the top money earners are going to start during this period. How many of you like that?
Yes.
Right? Like Amway. You ever heard of Amway?
Yeah.
Dexter Yeager, #1 money earner. He started right here. He let them go through all the, all right, thank you, I appreciate that. So some of you were here, and you went through that. Was anybody here then? Anybody in this room, raise your hand if you were here then. All right? Has it been hard?
Yeah.
It's been hard. It's easy to be tired. Look, if you started in 2012, you just raise your hand high. Right? Not kind of. You started here then, you kind of.
Where we signed up.
Right? Well, you know, we signed up. We didn't do nothing, but we signed up. Well, I didn't do anything because it was what? Hard! So I didn't do anything. So dang on hard. Right? You were conserving your energy.
I was waiting to see for it.
Right? It was. It's bad now. There's only 2 people. By the way, we got a lot of people in this room. There's only 2 people, talking globally now, that are in this room that started then. Where's everybody else at? Aren't there some people that started with you back then? They quit. It was too what?
Hard.
Too hard. And then there are some people that joined here. So who in this room joined here? So it's even more. Did y'all have some people start with you? Did they quit? Why? Hard. Who joined in 2014? Raise your hand. Right? Did y'all have some people join with you? Did they quit? Why? It was hard. Right? Now more people, who in this room started in 2015? Raise your hand. Right? Who was involved in 2015? Raise your hand if you were involved. Everybody, raise your hand, right? Why are you here? Because it's getting what? Easier. Is this a beautiful office?
Yes.
Was it here in 2012? Did anybody see the 2012 office?
Yeah.
Did it look anything like this? No. Right? Because now things are popping, man. It's happening. Now, we project that we can double that this year. We believe in 2016 that we can hit 80 million. Anybody want to play? Yeah. See, we believe we're going to create several millionaires this year. Anybody want to play? Yeah. But it's going to be because you take advantage of what was built. Now, for you, you're going to feel like all the brand new people starting, you're going to feel like it's hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's simple. But you're going to have to focus. You want to do what? Focus. If I can just get you to focus, you can take 25% of the energy you put into a job and get free. 25% of the energy. How many of you ever worked a job before? You only need 25% of the job energy to get free. You don't need 100% of the job energy. The problem is people get in network marketing and they treat this like a hobby. It's like an option. You need 25%. Now, if you decide to take it to 100%, you're going to be free. Now, how many of you this helps you?
Yeah.
This helps you understand where you're at. This is what's going on, man. This is here. You're part of the explosive growth time. You're part of the fun time. This is good time. Everybody say good time. Good times. Does anybody know that song?
Yeah.
Good times. Y'all want to sing it with me?
Sing it.
These,
I'd love to hear you break it down.
come on. These are the
Good times.
Leave your cares
Behind.
All right, what does it say? Leave your cares where?
Behind.
Why? It's saying you can't be tired. That's why you gotta leave your cares behind. You can't be tired. Now, here's how you do it. I'm getting ready to show you the $20,000 a month for sure plan. Anybody want it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Now, starts with the circle. You. If I came to you, pick somebody's playing with you. If I came to you, Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
I said, Chelsea, I'm gonna pay you $5,000 if you complete this assignment. Let's see if you'd want to do it. Chelsea, I need you to be on at least 50 CV. 50 CV equals 1 box. So Chelsea, I need you to at least get that box, put it on auto ship, don't take it off for at least a year. That's the first thing you would need to do to get the $5,000. I'll pay it to you in a week. Would you do it?
Yes.
All right, there's another part to this. The second part is you got to find 2 other people to do the same. They got to do 50. Now, you've got 1 week to do it. If you do it in 1 week, we're playing a game. If you did it in 1 week, you found 2 other people, you did this, these 2 people did that, I would pay you that. Would you accept the challenge?
Absolutely.
Would it be done?
Yes.
Not a doubt?
Not a doubt.
Who else would do it? All right, now, Chelsea, what if I told you that in the 2nd week, you have to help these 2 people do the same thing. So in the 2nd week, you get these 2 people to just do the same thing, and I'll do this for you. I'll give you another 5,000. Would you do it?
Heck yeah.
No doubt?
No doubt.
Who would do it with it, right? Who would do it? So Chelsea, you know who these people are. Would you know who these people are?
Yeah.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why would you?
That's them.
5,000. Everybody say money.
Money.
That money would make her know who these 4 people are. True or false?
True.
She would know this person and this person. Say this person would be what? Give me an example. Who would that person be?
My health coach.
Health coach. What's his or her name?
Mikkel.
Mikhail. How you spell it?
Mikel.
Okay. You would be like, Mikhail, who are we going to go talk to? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What if Mikhail goes, oh, you know what? I'm kind of busy. What would you say?
I would say, let me help. Let me assist you.
Let me assist you, right?
Yeah.
But then Mikhail goes, you know what? I don't know if I got time. What would you do? See, she's being nice.
I know.
If she had 5,000 coming and Mikhail signed up, Chelsea, what you be like? Mikhail! True or false?
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Mikhail, where are you?
Yes,
What you doing, Mikhail? 2 days goes by. He ain't got nobody in. What would you be doing? Mikhail, I'm coming to see you. Right?
yeah.
Because whoever you put in those 2 spots got to give you these 2 or that 5,000 is dead. So what would that make you do right here? You put the right 2 there, wouldn't you? Who put the right 2? Yeah, from the beginning, when they started, you would say what when they started? What would you say?
You commit to a year.
Listen, I'm putting you in here, but I don't want you to go here unless what?
You're committed.
You can give me what?
2 more people.
You can what? Give me what?
2 more.
That's the whole key to how you explode. I've been doing this 20 years, 16 of it's been with the Binance. And people always ask me, how did you build a 55,000 member team in 6 months? This is how we did it. I would tell people, listen, I got something I also need to show you. I'm gonna break this down to you. When you see it, if you're ready to go, let's go. But I don't want you to join unless you can bring me 2 other people that want to do it with you. The minimum is what?
2.
2. If you can't bring at least 2, be my customer. Because isn't that what they are anyway? So y'all got to get this straight. If they can't bring you 2, they are your customer. Y'all got that? Because our whole comp plan revolves around this. How many? 2. So, okay, 4. So these 2, you're going to make sure when you bring them in that they are the right 2 who will give you 2 because that money is now dictating your behavior. True? It's a whole lot different than if you just signed up and said, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. Is that different?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got $5,000. Then I go, okay. Here we go, Chelsea. Let's keep the game going here. If in your 3rd week, these 4, so the 3rd week, these 4 give you 2, I do this for you again. Still want to do it?
Yes.
Who would do it? Yep. Okay. Would you know, Chelsea, would you know who these 4 people are?
Yes.
Would you be working closely with these 2 to make sure that these 2 understand what they need to do?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yes.
How would your conversations be going, Chelsea? Give me an example. So you're talking to Mikhail. He said, hey, Mikhail, look, I'm getting used to Mikhail goes, hey, Chelsea, I want to do it with you.
Okay.
Right? And then here's my credit card. But what do you say?
Only if you're serious about it.
Ding. You see that? Hold on, Mikhail. Is she going to take the money easy now? No. I want the money, but for the purposes of this, I want the money the right way. Y'all got that? So she will have a clear conversation with Mikhail, and she will go, okay, then Mikhail, who are these two people that are coming in?
Are you serious?
Now, would you be talking to those two people with him?
Yes.
Who would talk to the people with him? Why?
Because they need to do the same thing.
This is dictating, man. This $5,000 has you acting a whole different way, doesn't it? I mean, it would act a different way. Yes. And then I go, okay. Now, I go, Chelsea, let's do this one more week. I'll give you another 5,000. If you can help these 8 do the same thing, I'll give you $5,000. You want to play?
Yeah.
Would you get it done?
Yes.
Who would get it done? Why would you get it done? That's dictating. How much is talking to you? Oh, that 20 grand. That month is talking to you. Who's focused? Do we got to call you up and say, hey, get some people on the call? Do we have to call you up and say, go show your business to somebody? Do we? Do me and Byron have to track you at all?
No.
No. Do we have to explain the molecular DNA of a seed? Do we? No. Do we have to take you to the manufacturing plant? No. Do we got to explain anything about who we are and what we're doing to you? Do we? No. Guess who's going to do it? Everybody go like this. Why? That money's telling you what to do. Right? Now, if you do this, and let me back up here. Chelsea, would you know who these 16 people are?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Would you know if they got kids or not?
Yes.
No. I mean, you know if they have kids or not. Would you know what their occupation is? Yeah. Would you have them down on a list? Right? Now watch what would happen. Let's say that person right here is 4 days in the week and they've only got 1. Right? And there's only 3 days left. Who are you calling?
I'm calling them.
Right? All of a sudden, Chelsea's down here, focused on them. Why? That money's telling her what to do. True or false?
Sure.
Yes. Now, in my 20 years of doing this, anybody that I have seen does this, it doesn't stop. But only 2-3% will do it. So if I train 100 people to do this, 2 or 3 will do it. Why?
Fear.
It ain't hard. This wouldn't be hard for you. If Byron and I said, okay, we're going to do a project this week. I'm throwing in 10 grand. Byron's throwing in 10 grand. We're going to do it. First one raises their hand, you get to be the project. See, look at that hand. Okay, watch this. You ready? Byron's going to throw in 10 grand. I'm going to throw it. I can't even get it out. Hands are going up. Why? The money's dictating your behavior. Now, this is what's called a nucleus. I call that my nucleus. That if you can do a 2, 4, 8, 16 the right way, your business will explode. Everybody around the world listening to me, if you can do a 2, 4, 8, 16 the right way, your business will explode. But you got to do it in 4 weeks. So whenever you decide you want your business to explode, even if you got thousands of people in your group now, you can go, I'm tired of playing games. I'm going to go build me a nucleus. I'm going to get me 2 people who will do this with me. Now watch. Here's what I found out, Chelsea. That if you will do this and bring these people in, these 2 in the right way, by the time it gets here, these 2 people here will go, I got it. Why do they have it? They see it happening because Chelsea is talking to them going, look, right? That this person sees it going on. They know what's going on, right? This person is talking to that person because we're gonna do the same thing with them. Say, hey, you're gonna get $5,000 if you do this. And they're gonna be talking. Everybody's gonna be what? Everybody's gonna know each other. What if somebody says, oh, that's just one of them pyramid deals? Is that gonna faze you? No, the money is dictating who you listen to now. True or false?
True.
Right? Are you getting sad if somebody goes, that doesn't work? Why not? That money's, right? Right? It's what? Say it again, Justin. Everybody say, it's working for me. Justin said the best statement of the day. What'd she say? It's working for me. Let the money dictate your behavior. See, watch. I'm going to drive this home. Watch this. By the time it gets here, this person's going to go, and Chelsea's going to be saying, look, what I'm building is a what? Nucleus. So now this person, the only way for them to get this is watch. Boom, boom. That's got to go to 32 for her. For who? Her. For these two to get their what? Nucleus, it pushed her to what? But guess what happens? By the time she gets to 32, now what? These four, what? They got it. True? Now, in order for the four to get a what? It has to push Chelsea to what? 64. It just pushed you. She went to 64 from the four building their what? Their nucleus. But guess what happens? By the time these 64, by the time these four have their nucleus, guess what? These 8 are going, I got to build a what? Nucleus. And pushes her to what? 128. Now she's got a 128. But the 128 is now talking to the 16. And what's the 16 want? Nucleus. Right? Which pushes her to what? 256. Now she's got a power nucleus. She's now got a power nucleus. Everybody say, my life will change. Say it.
My life will change.
With the power nucleus. Say it. I'm telling you, your life will change. Because now this whole thing will speed up. Now all of a sudden the 256 has just now spoken to the 32. Didn't it? The 32 going what? I gotta have a nucleus. And now it goes to what? And that spoke to the 64. And the 64 gotta have a nucleus, which pushes Chelsea to what? She goes to 1024, and then that tells her 128 to get a what? Nucleus. Right? Which pushes her to what? Which tells her 256 to get a what? Which pushes her to what?
4,096.
Now, watch it. Watch it. That equals what?
8,190.
And then she would have how many on her left team?
4,090.
4,090. All right. How many would be on her right team?
4,095.
All of them being what?
50 CV.
Which would equal what?
20.
And she'd make what?
20,000.
And if you divide that by 4 weeks, that equals what? Over 5,000 plus per week. So Chelsea, you told me you do it for $5,000 a week. Didn't she say she would do it for 5,000? Didn't you say it? So what should you do? Everybody in this room says if Jay and Byron gave 5,000 a week, we would do it. How many of you meant it? Right? So I'm trying to tell you, if you do it, you will get paid it. You understand? The money is the money. It's here. That 20,000 is there. It's happening. When we pay it out, Byron?
Absolutely.
It's going to go get paid out. No matter what. You think the numbers tell the whole story. All these are calculations. Our computer has no emotion. It never has a bad day, never. It just now, it says, oh, I see that volume. Oh, I see this check. That's all it does. Y'all got that? So this, by the time these 256 get their nucleus, that puts you into a super nucleus. You're into a super nucleus. That's what I know that I've been watching this for 16 years. Now, all the people ask me, how do your students that you personally train make so much money? What do they build?
Nucleus.
I said, you better go build a nucleus or don't even talk to me. We are wasting time. If you're not going to go build a nucleus, as soon as you, who's serious about building a business? What do you need to go build?
Nucleus.
Right. Why are you asking us about this and that, this and that, when you just said, I'll get these two without you explaining anything to me if you give me $5,000 in a week? True or false?
True.
We don't have to validate, we don't have to do nothing for you other than tell you we're going to give you $5 grand this week and you'll go get those two. You're not crying or complaining. You're not, somebody doesn't show up to your presentation. Who do you tell about it? Why? You don't have no time, right? If you're going to get $5 grand in a week to get these two and somebody don't show up, true or false, right? You don't show up, what? This is like this, right? If I get him in, okay, what you better do? You better get two, right? All right, now what if we talk to these two and they say no? What do I say to him? Come on, man, come on, right? Everything is sped up, right? Do we care what's going on in the home office? No. You get the point? How many of you get the point? So this is some of the most poignant training I could ever give a person. This cuts right to the chase. How many of you did this help you? We got help by this, right? So all you got to do is now make your 2016 decision when it comes to a binary. If you want to explode a binary, is you got to go build a what?
Nucleus.
Right. Now here's what's going to happen. Some people in this room is going to keep bebopping along. And you're going to talk to a few people here and there. And then some of you are going to go, I got it. You're going to say what? I got it. I'm leaving out of here. I got one focus. Who are these two? True? Right there? Some of you going to walk out here and go, I got it. Who are the two? It doesn't matter, Carl, who's already in there. If they're not duplicating this, all you're doing is you're just dragging out your success. How many of you are tired of dragging? You will not drag with the nucleus. But let me tell you something. You will know every one of these people. All of you will have a common bond. You will get it. They have bought in. They get it. And okay, all I got to do is get my two and help my two get their two and help them get their two and their two. And listen to me. It will take off. It will what?
Take off.
It's going to. Whether you care or not, it's gone. Because you built the foundation the right way. You have got the ship off the pad. It's going. It's heading into orbit with or without you. So the key here is, do you want to build a business that's going to explode with or without you? Do you?
Yes.
Right. I'll tell you what. You get down to power nucleus. It's only going to be a handful of weeks before your whole world changes, man. Now, what would 5,000 a week coming in, whether you wanted it to or not, feel like? Woo! Who would love that feeling? Just every week, bang, bang. Now, how many weeks of 5 would you need to be debt free? If you're $100,000 in debt, you need 20 weeks, which would be less than what? Half a year. You could be debt free. If you were $200,000 in debt, you need how many weeks? 40 weeks, right? Less than a year. So there's very few people that are like 200,000 in debt, right? Most people are not that high. So this can solve a lot of problems, But what stops a person? Let's go into that before I conclude my part of the training. What stops a person from doing this? Let's talk about that.
Not putting in the work. Fear.
Why wouldn't you put in the work? She said fear.
I think fear is a big one.
Rejection, right?
It's
Fear of
the
rejection. Fear of
Fear of rejection.
how to go out about it.
How to go out about it? No, you wouldn't have to go out. You told me for $5,000, you go out.
But it's still.
See, now watch what just happened. When I asked you what stops a person, listen to all the excuses. If the money was there, listen to the excuses. True? Because the money's not there yet, excuses. If the money is there, no excuses. So what separates you and the money is, do you believe that the money's gonna be there?
Yes.
Right? Like if I told you travel this distance, and when you get there, knock on the door, somebody will open the door and hand you a bag of $20,000. What would be the only thing you'd be focused on? Right? You should be driving. True or false?
True.
What if I said the money's in New York? Right? And you can't fly there. You gotta drive. What would you do? You just drive, right? Right? Paul said you gotta take a bus. How would you get on the bus? How you doing? You do that work, Marky? How you would enjoy your bus trip? Because you know what? What's at the destination? The only thing you're focused on is the destination. So why did Byron and I do these things when we were building in the field? We believed in our destination. Without any doubt. We believed if we traveled and did certain things, somebody would hand us a bag of money. And guess what?
They did.
You got it.
It is crazy. Isn't it, Byron? It's like we wouldn't find gold. Can you imagine if you wouldn't struck gold, like you hit a big gold strike, right? And you come back and go, hey, come on.
There's gold.
I found gold. What if somebody said, you ain't find no gold? What would you do? Huh? What if you couldn't show it to them? What would you do? See, when you give them a good, focused conversation, and if they didn't get it, what would you do?
I'm gonna find someone.
How much longer would you talk about them? How much longer would you focus on them? That's the business. Y'all almost made me cuss. I'm sorry. Oh, right there. That's the business. I'm right there. That's the business. Stop talking about people who don't do it. Stop thinking about it. Y'all got that? Yeah. That's network marketing success. Just stop. Just believe in your destination. If I go get these two, that's all I got to do. Get these right two. And have the right conversations. Have the right what? To get them to get me the right two. And if my energy is I have found gold, you know your energy will be different. Mm-hmm. So make your energy different now. Unless you're willing to just walk back to Byron and go, you are a liar. You will not pay me this money. You willing to tell him that? No. If you don't go do it, you're calling him a liar. Because you just said, I'd do it if he handed me $5,000. And he's just saying, I'll give you $5,000. Go do it. True? True. All we got to do is meet where? In the middle. Right? She said I'm like a preacher comedian. Your stomach hurt. She goes, I'm getting convicted, but I'm laughing so much.
3 months to get to that $5,000.
See that?
3 months.
You can. Now, ask me if I've had people do it. Ask me. I've had people do that in 9 days.
Really?
I'm telling you. That's my record. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my best. 9 days. That's what kind of conversation is that? Fast. Hey, you get your two and point out two. Watch this. When they point you out, stand up. So I'm gonna have you two, right? You point to two. Whoever they point to, stand up. The next two point to two. Ready, set, go. Stand up. Stand up when they point to you. Stand up. Point to two. Point to two. Stand up. Point to two. Stand up. Stand up. They point to you. All right. All right, now everybody sit down. How long did that take? That's how they did it. They were, hey, let's go two. You gonna get your two. This thing's gonna work. And somebody believed them. If they did, they go hard next. Come on, you get your two. You don't believe me? Okay, next. You get your two. Come on. Get your two. Right? True?
Yeah.
Can you run like that if you want to?
Yeah.
Who's that up to?
Me.
Right? Now, some of you are going to walk out of here and you're going to do it. Anybody got it in them? Anybody?
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm done. Everybody say, I'm done.
I'm done.
Say, I'm done playing.
Done.
I'm just going to go do it. Say, that's how we win. Do we blow this thing up if we do it?
Yeah.
And around the world, I want you to go post on Facebook. Hit me on Facebook. Go, I'm going to do it. Tell me. Tell somebody. And then go tell somebody else. And go get them involved. Now, what's the benefit if we build this? Everybody's health changes. True or false?
True.
Do people get healthier?
Yes.
Right? Are they better off if they put this in their body?
Yes.
Right? Is it worth at least what we're asking them to pay?
Yes.
So why would you feel guilty? See, now I took care of the next part, the guilt thing. The reason you wouldn't go do it next would be when I feel guilty about asking them. But if you believe it's better for them with them in their body than with this out being without in their body, why would you not go passionately help somebody? Right? So when I see you, I'm like, you got to get on this, girl. You understand me? I need you to try this out. I want you to listen to your body for 3 or 4 days. Now give me $99. Come on. I'm in there. Can I sell product with that passion?
Yes.
Could you sell product with that passion?
Yes.
What if she goes, oh no, I don't believe it don't work, right? Come here, let me talk to you. You see that? How much am I thinking about her now?
You forgot.
I'm not. That's the big leagues. Who wants to play in the big leagues? All right, did I do a good enough job for you today?
Yeah.
Is that a good one?